appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dublin Shamrocks and the Salt Lake City Warriors. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gardner. As you talk about storylines in this one, I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check, check.
Fire.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago, 14 carries, 53 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Well, look now at our starting defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it down to the 32.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Get the ball.
They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 5 there, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And his kick is good. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Set, go. Set, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Touchdown! A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And let's shift our attention to this defensive unit as they march back onto the field. And a big reason they've got the lead here in the first half, some of these hits we're going to see here.
Almost like they're a group of superheroes, right? Something out of a comic book. Boom, pow, biff. They are really playing well and making things happen on their side of the ball.
Taking me back to my childhood a bit.
There you go. You had a collection, didn't you?
I did. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Ready up.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
No gain on this defense. No.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looked
Almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Ready. 53. Check 53. Here we go. Ready.
On 2nd and 9. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Big hits all day. Sack City. Sack City, baby.
And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they bring out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are visitors to take over on offense. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Mike 5-4. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Ready.
to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there. 41 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll look to throw again. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Situation. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Ready, go.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes.
Here we go.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. A little brief second of indecision there was certainly hooking, but bottom line, it's good.
Yeah, and, you know, got a little bit of English on it, right? That left-footed kicker trying to pop it through. A little bit too close to the right upright for his liking, but he'll take the 3.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Set. 60 orange. Check. 53 is Mike. You better bring it. You better bring it.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Ramos. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Touchdown, Salt Lake. The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff looking right.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 23 yards, the final tally. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Hicks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have now moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. A try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That time a 6-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. And the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Mahomes now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ramos. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
This fielded at the 2. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good team, understanding positioning and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. He'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's long. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And a nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have once again taken the lead.
I know when the highlights are replayed later, we're going to focus on the throw and the catch, aren't we? But how about the guys that allowed him all the time he wanted in the pocket? The big fellas up front. Terrific job protecting him.
Point after here coming up. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Looking to throw.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here is the home side to take over on offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Ready?
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing the out route and complete. That's long. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Tackles. Switch. Set high. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Let's go now.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Ready. 70, Indy.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 15 and a first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready to go. Ready.
Back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he comes back with one complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Now back to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dublin.
Here we go. 30 base. Block 54. Ready. Get.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 4. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense has come up with it. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
On the top, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come. Ready.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Mahomes going to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The reception good for 7. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Stand, go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll run on the draw. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And to give this time to the tailback. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a gain of 17, and it also gives him the first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here we go. 8-3.
Mike. Hey. 25. Check 25.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Let's go.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. The throw right sideline here is complete.
We play to win. Come on, set.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ramos. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll go on the ground. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays. And that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:35 to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 2nd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Extra point safely through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the home team here, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.